Every one of you? How's everyone doing today? I'll say everyone because people will watch this in a playback later, right? A replay. Who do we got on board today? And here's my little helper today, getting the seasonal mood, right? He just kind of hangs around. Well, let's see. To start off, I am in Iowa at an Indian Travel Plaza and Casino. When I am done with this live, I am going over to the casino because they're having shrimp buffet tonight. I've been told it's pretty decent, so I'm gonna head over there. So anyway, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I am in the middle of a 34-hour restart. My load won't pick up to head out to Tracy, California until this evening, so I'll pick it up probably about 4 in the morning. That way I'll have full hours to run. And this is just another one of those Q&A days. Carnivore Cheer, greetings from San Jose, California. Thank you, Carnivore Cheer. And I'm headed to California, headed to Tracy, California. I'll be there Thursday. 2:45 a.m. Yeehaw. So this is not part of my Vlogmas videos. These lives are not part of that. I am working on a Vlogmas video for today, for day 3. That'll be put up later this evening. Because I plan on taking you guys over to the buffet, to the casino, and checking all that out. Carnivore Chair, I'm about 50 miles north of Tracy. Alright, I run through there a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. This company I work for, and we haul back and forth to Tracy and Southern Cal and down on the Mexican border quite a bit. And then of course we pick up produce down in the San Juan Bautista area of California. I'm just hoping that Donner Pass is going to be good going through there. I think it's supposed to start snowing Wednesday evening about 7 or so. So I'm going to try and bust my butt to get over there and get over that before the snow starts. Even if I don't think it's supposed to be a significant amount. And can you all hear me okay? Now I'm talking on the Bluetooth, so I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. If not, I'll take it off and just switch to the regular speakerphone on the cell phone. But if you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Or just say, hey, Dave, I can hear you. I can hear you. If can hear you. I'm going to take that Carnivore Chair to mean I can hear you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. It got cold last night, let me tell you. I try to keep the truck off when I'm... I got you, Carnivore Chair. Hi, Vicky Martin. Thank you. Yeah, I try to keep the truck off as much as possible to keep the idle time down because it costs fuel. But it got so cold I had to start the truck up again this morning. And I was even sleeping with a stocking cap on and 4 blankets I was buried under. So no one can say I don't try to do what I can do to keep the fuel costs down for the company. I try, I really do. And let's see, if y'all have not heard of it yet, my buddy Steve Sims wrote a book, No Brainer Carnivore. Highly recommend it. It's not that expensive. It's on Amazon, and the print is nice and large. It's got a lot of information. Real easy for someone to just jump right in and start doing carnivore. Another book I highly recommend, which is also on Amazon, is Dr. Ken Berry's Lies My Doctor Told Me. You're going to find this packed full of information from the medical side of things. Each day as we go on, we keep learning more and more that what we've been taught over the decades has been wrong. That's right. Like cholesterol is responsible for heart attacks? Nope. Sugar is. Number one cause. Sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. And all carbs, and I'm sorry to say this, as some people will disagree with this, but if you look it up, I'm going to tell you it's true. All carbs turn to sugar. Look it up if you don't believe me. Sugar and tobacco. Yes, if you are smoking, you need to stop smoking immediately. Immediately. I have lost friends because they were heavy smokers. It will have an effect on your heart. It will. You will have a heart attack later. Your heart will stop. You will die. Because you compound that with eating a standard American diet. Eating highly processed foods. And then you have the smoking on top of that. Now, I will say this. There is some good news for smokers. A lot of people have had comments that when they start a carnivore diet, like 60 to 90 days later, they can easily stop smoking. They have no problem with it. It's like, bam, my body just, I didn't crave the tobacco anymore. It's because you're getting those carbs out of your system. You're getting the carbs out of your system, you're getting the sugar out of your system, the processed foods out of your system. Now, when I say processed foods, I mean highly processed foods. I'm not talking about processed meats. Processed meats are fine. And there's an entire section in here about processed meats. Bologna, hot dogs, potted meats, they're all fine. Carnivore Cheer, Dr. Robert Lustig taught me a lot about sugar, and his info was the hit in the head I needed to kick sugar out of my diet. Yes, awesome, Carnivore Cheer. That is the number one piece of advice I have for everyone. Anytime someone asks me what my first piece of advice is, cut out the sugar. Stop the sugar. Mickey Martin wasn't easy, but after 44 years of smoking, I was finally able to quit. Yes. And Vicky, you already know this, I'm sure, but for each day that you quit, you're getting that day back on your life. That's right. For each day that you have been stopped smoking, you're attacking those days back onto your life. Because the clock was ticking down like this. Well, now it's starting to go up like this. Awesome, Vicky. Awesome. Carnivore Cheer, huzzah, Vicky. Absolutely huzzah. And we know who loves to say that. That's right. Ken and Nisha. My little guy here, he's just dangling around today. I saw it. I had to pick it up. Many of you who know me know that I have Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, a plush stuffed toy sitting in the side door. And, you know, I've been looking around for a little Santa hat or something to put on him, or some reindeer antlers that would fit him, but no luck so far. So it's like, okay, if I can't find something to outfit him for Christmas, I'll just get this little guy. He's only $5, you know, like $4.95. Not a big deal. So do we have any questions yet? Remember, I'm here to answer questions not only as a carnivore, but as a 7-year ex-vegan who can tell you a thing or two about the vegan community and what they are taught. I can also tell you a thing or two about the damage it did to my body over the years. If I could take back that 7 years, I never would have touched veganism. The nutrition, the nutrients my body has been lacking, or was lacking. I went carnivore 15 months ago. Before that, I was vegan for 7 years. So I'm on the mend. I'm healing my conditions. I'm no longer on any blood pressure medicine. My GERD went away. My leg doesn't hurt, doesn't get inflamed anymore, because I drive up to 11 hours a day in this truck. And my leg used to hurt at the end of the day, every single day. Got a big knot below the knee. Doesn't hurt anymore. The inflammation is gone. Carnivore Cheer question: when did you start to realize veganism was not good for you? Unfortunately, a little too late, but probably my 5th year in. Started noticing some health concerns, and I was listening to the vegan doctors, and like Dr. Greger, like Bart K says, start calling him not Dr. Greger. Yes, he has his, he is a medical doctor, but he's never even seen one single patient in his entire career. He writes books, he makes videos. When I was listening to him, I was listening to a bunch of doctors. The ones you see in the documentary, and the documentary that got me into veganism was Forks Over Knives, because they literally scare you into veganism, making you think you're going to have a heart attack the next day if you don't go vegan. Not true. Not true, my friends, at all. I used to be able to name those doctors off just like that, but the only one I can really remember right this second is Dr. Michael Greger, but we'll call him not Dr. Michael Greger. But like I said, I was following those vegan doctors and listening to them and trying to change things up, cut out highly processed vegan foods like the Impossible Burgers and the Beyond Meat products, which are garbage if you read the ingredients on those. But when you go vegan, you are brainwashed into, and some people argue with me on this, I call it a cult. If it has the word vegan on it, it's just okay. It's like, well, this is better than eating an animal. I'm compassionate. But it's killing your health. Carnivore Cheer, Dr. Neil Bernard is a vegan doc. Yes, I used to listen to him. And yet, talking today. Dr. Neil Bernard. If you've seen any of his latest videos, and I was starting to notice this when I was vegan, the guy looks like, a talking skull, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, though. He doesn't look healthy. Oh, Dr. Esselstyn. That was another one that I followed. Oh, we lost some people. Must have had some vegans pop in here and didn't like my vegan bashing, but it's not vegan bashing. It's vegan education. Because a lot of these people are brainwashed by these groups. It's an agenda. There is money behind it. Politics behind it. Mama Cracker, were you mean when you were vegan? I wouldn't say mean, but yeah, I threw out the, the typical, at least, there's no blood on my plate, no death on my plate. I don't harm animals, you do. All those things. And then when vegans would quit veganism, I threw out the old, you were never vegan. Of course, when I left veganism, that got thrown at me too. But I'm okay with it. Teresa, hey Dave. Hey Teresa. And one of the things that vegans do is, you've heard of the direct action, the cube of truth, as they call it, where they stand outside and they hold up these TV monitors or laptop screens, so people walking by can see how slaughterhouses work. And they try to pull on the heartstrings of the people walking by and their children. They try to devastate the children, which devastates, the parent. And then the child starts crying and whining to the parent that they don't want to eat animals anymore because this is horrible. Okay, I'm going to tell you, this is a fact of life. Nature is brutal. Lions, tigers, bears, panthers, cheetahs, alligators, they all take down their prey. It's brutal. They kill them so they can eat them. We are the top apex predator on this planet. We hunt or take down our prey. We take it to a slaughterhouse. We process it so that we can, what's that phrase? Eat it, because that's a proper human diet. We have been eating meat and animals for, some would say, millions of years. Some people say, oh, it's only been a few 100,000 years. I'll still take the few 100,000 years over something since like the 1960s, 70s, when veganism really started, starting that upward trend. Teresa, I have you on my TV. See, John says he didn't know you had a TV show. Ha ha ha. Yes, a lot of people, including myself, when I'm at home, I watch YouTube on my TV all the time. Nice big screen. I enjoy it. I really do. Carnivore Cheer, I always knew veganism would never work for me, even though many people have tried to convince me that a plant-based diet would solve my digestive problems. Actually, it creates digestive problems. Catherine, Merry Christmas. Enjoyed the tour of your truck. Well, thank you very much. I know you guys had waited quite a while for that video, and I do apologize for that. A few months back, I was in the hospital, diagnosed with diverticulitis, and I went through an extreme antibiotic regimen via IVs for 2 days, and then pills after that for 10 days. And what they don't tell you about antibiotics is it really wreaks havoc on your system, and it takes a while to recover. So honestly, I didn't feel like doing anything, let alone making videos. Now I'm back to my happy, cheerful self, and I love making videos. I love putting information out for people, especially if I mention something that's right up their alley or something that's happening in their life. Mama Cracker, my son became a hunter in his teens to know where meat came from. He understands, still eats meat, but he didn't like hunting. And hunting is not everyone's forte. That's why we do have ranchers that do this for us. They raise the cattle or the pigs or whatever it is we're eating, send it to market, and then it's processed, and then we can eat it. Hi, John. And I am here to answer questions for a while, as long as this signal holds out. Oh, and I finally got a chance to try that Squatch soap, the Dr. Squatch soap. I did the fall one, whatever that is, the fall scent. Oh, that stuff is good. You can use it in your hair too. So, yep, see, no messy hair. This morning I had messy hair. Carnivore Cheer, I love your videos. I'm still in YouTube 101 territory, but finally got my channel up and running. All right. It takes a while. It does. But if you keep at it, it'll pay off. Yes, Teresa. John says hello. Hello, John. This channel is very close to getting monetized. I mean, very close. And I have all of you to thank for that. Carnivore Cheer question. When you need to grocery shop, how do you know where to go when you are in a new town? Google. I ask Google, like if there's a Walmart around or grocery store near me, or I just see it when I'm driving. And it's like, okay, I'll remember where that is. So when I'm done over here at this shipper or receiver, it's like I'll swing by there on the way out or the way in. Walmarts are pretty much where I shop, where a lot of truck drivers shop, because they have the space for us to park. Most of them won't allow us to park overnight, which is fine. But parking, shopping, and then taking off works for me. That's what I just did the other day. I was in Sidney, Nebraska, and they have a nice Walmart there, and I was able to park, go in, and restock my fridge. And believe you me, it needed restocking. Let's see, Mama Cracker, I also quit fishing for sport and told the fish that I'll come back when I'm hungry, right? I tried fishing when I was younger. I just didn't have the patience for it, I guess. I did catch some trout once when I was younger, with my grandfather. We came home and Grandma cooked it up, and it was good. The good old days, right? Back when we were kids, we didn't have to worry about anything. The real world out here, responsibility. And when it comes to our health, we are responsible for our own health. I will say that till I'm blue in the face. Your doctor's not responsible for it. The government's not responsible for it. You are responsible for it. I am responsible for it for me. Teresa, I don't either, Dave. Last time I fished, I caught a turtle. Turtle soup. You know, I think you can eat turtle, if I recall right. I think I saw a documentary once. I think it was called Live Free or Die. It was a show that was on, and this guy down in Georgia lived in the swamps, and I'm pretty sure he caught a turtle and ate it. So I think you can eat turtle. I probably would not eat turtle. Can't say I wouldn't try it. I don't know. Now, as far as exotic animals that I've eaten, I have eaten reindeer up in Alaska. It's pretty good. I have eaten elk, buffalo, bison. Those are about the exotics as far as what I've eaten. Yes, my dad ate that. Awesome. Carnivore Cheer, I agree that we are responsible for our health. A lesson I learned late in life. Better late than never. Very true. Very true. Teresa, it was a snapping turtle too. No, he definitely didn't want to go, I'll tell you that. Right? I keep waiting to see if some vegans will come in. Anytime you post a ex-vegan video, like ask an ex-vegan anything, sometimes they come out of the woodwork and try and bash you. You got bit. They'll defend themselves. You took your own hook out. Right on. Yeah, well done. I kid's hook as well? Oh, a kid also had their hook in it as well? Wow. Guess the turtles were hungry if they were biting for the fishing lures. Oh, and I have been working on a project today. You know me, I've got several projects I'm working on. I'm a glutton for punishment, but I'm on a 34-hour restart, so I have time. Carnivore Cheer, question, do you have some type of cooktop when you use a frying pan instead of your electric skillet? No, I do not, unless I'm home. And I am loving this electric skillet, this Presto ceramic one. Oh, nothing sticks to it. Easy to clean. No flaking. It's amazing. Question, what should you absolutely stay away from? Sugar. I know you don't like hearing that, Teresa, but sugar in all its forms. You don't want too much glycation going on in your body. It creates too many problems. After a while of eating carnivore or keto, because carnivore is part of the ketogenic diet, and I'll go over that briefly. Keto, less than 20 carbs, total carbs per day. Ketovore, less than 10 total carbs per day. Carnivore is close to 0 carbs per day. We got 5 people in now, and we got 2 likes. Thank you, I appreciate that. Helps the channel. And remember, guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, subscribe right now. Cost you nothing. But a lot of info coming, a lot of fun. That's just it. I want this to be fun for everybody. Educational, yes, but I also want us to have fun. This is community, after all. You love sugar, Teresa, but I do stay away from salt. And see, salt is actually good for you. A lot of what we've been taught over the decades and what doctors and nutritionists have been taught has been based on falsified data paid for by the sugar industry. Carnivore Cheer, I went to Walmart today and the holiday cookies were right near the entrance. Yep. Tons of them. I am happy to say I was not tempted. Yes, awesome, Carnivore Cheer. I loved the first time when I was able to go into a truck stop, walk up and down the sweet aisles, had no craving for it. None. I used to, and I would sneak one in when I first started carnivore. I would sneak one in maybe once or twice a week. Now, nope. The only exception being Thanksgiving and Christmas. I will have a piece of pumpkin pie. And I'm fine with that. So, the project I was working on today, like I was starting to say, I'm working on a new t-shirt design for World Carnivore Month coming up. And I think I've come up with a pretty good one. It's almost finished. Just putting the final touches on it, and it's very colorful, so I'll post that when it's available. Now, of course, my Santa Says Eat Meat and Eggs, Not Sugar shirt is available now, along with others. Just go to carnivorewerewolf.com, and the top link is my t-shirt shop. Nice. You have some really cool shirts, Dave. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate that. Carnivore Cheer. Dr. Baker mentioned World Carnivore Month. Looking forward to seeing your new shirt design. Thank you. Yes, Dr. Baker actually coined the term World Carnivore Month. And I like the fact that it competes with the vegan Veganuary month. I really like that. You've got a proper human diet competing against a not so proper human diet. And that is the thing you will see, especially on YouTube. You will see these videos, why I am no longer vegan. There's reasons for it. And every single one of them has been health reasons. If you're eating a vegan diet, and people will argue, veganism is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Okay, if you're eating a vegan lifestyle, the food you're eating, you're not getting the proper nutrition you need. You're not getting the nutrients, the vitamins and minerals your body requires. So you have to supplement several of these things. And I've said this before. Most supplements, and Dr. Berry will agree with me on this, most supplements are synthetic. They are created in a lab. You are not getting real vitamins and minerals. Not unless you pay a lot of money. But if you are eating in a way that requires you to supplement all of these things, it's a pretty good indication it's not a proper human diet. Probably something you shouldn't be eating. Carnivore Cheer, Veganuary. I have never heard of that. Yep, the vegans use it to try and bring in the new crowds, the new converts to their cult. And I still call it a cult for a reason. Because there is a lot of brainwashing that goes on. When you start jeopardizing and putting your own health at risk for a philosophy, you're eating according to a philosophy to have a feel better feeling, all warm, soft, and fuzzy. Carnivore Chair. I had to toss out a supplement that had sunflower oil in it. Yep. Gotta watch those ingredients. And I'm guilty of that too. I'll grab something once in a while and it looks pretty clean. But then you flip over and start reading the label and you find seed oil somewhere. Or soy. Soy is another product you want to avoid putting into your body. That includes tofu. I ate a lot of tofu as a vegan. Worst decision of my life. Carnivore Cheer, I do take magnesium glycinate. Good, so do I. There are definite benefits in taking it. Not to mention, it also helps you sleep too. Or at least it helps most people sleep. And it also helps control the cramps, leg cramps especially. Helps regulate the heart. Good stuff. All right, we got 6 people in, 2 likes. And we are 34 minutes into this broadcast. Awesome. What do you think? Pretty good? Pretty good. Okay. Hey, I gotta entertain myself out here. Come on. Oh, and this will be in a video shortly. I don't know if it'll be in tonight's video for Vlogmas or not, or I might make a separate one. But y'all know I'm a Scream movie franchise fan. And I made a custom ringtone for my phone. It's Ghostface. And I'll put that on a video for you so you can hear it. It's quite amusing. I enjoy it. I get some real looks though when it goes off in a store or something. or the truck stop. I just clicked like. Thank you, Carnivore Cheer. Mama Cracker, millions of years ago, I quit Three Musketeers because the ingredients stated made with GMO products. Yep, you want to stay away from GMO products too. Now, one of the things the vegan doctors will try and throw out at you, and this is false, is when you're talking about oxalates, because oxalates are something you do not want in your body, and I accumulated 7 years of massive oxalates, and I am paying for that now. They create these things called calcium oxalate stones. Passing those is not fun. But the vegan doctors, some of them will throw out the notion that meat is full of oxalates. It's not. Mama Cracker never thought about sugar. And the way we've been raised over the years, you know, the way we grew up, sugar wasn't looked at as a bad thing. Except, of course, you know, parents didn't want to give their kids too much sugar because then they'd be running around all night. But, yeah, once we found out the sugar industry falsified the research documents and incorrectly showed that cholesterol and fat were the leading cause of heart disease, when all along it's been sugar. That's how they were training people, doctors and nutritionists, that cholesterol and fat were, especially saturated fats, were the enemy when it came to heart disease. And they were not teaching them that sugar is the true enemy. Glycation is the enemy to the human body. As a truck driver, is it harder to stay healthy? I mean, a good healthy. When you first look at it, yes, it looks daunting, but it's not. It's just making simple switches. Like when I order from fast food joints, I'll order burger patties, and I'll either take the bun off or I'll order it without the bun. Pretty simple switch. You can order steaks out here, burgers, chicken. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I'll get a rotisserie chicken from Walmart. And yes, I know there's spices and seasonings and all that in there, but I'll have that once in a while. Not all the time, but once in a while. And I will devour that chicken. It's like, if anyone's seen the movie Gremlins, and when those gremlins would get hungry at midnight, and they're eating all that chicken and everything from the movie, that's how I felt sometimes when I'm scarfing down on one of those. Carnivore Cheer, I had 2 kidney stones, which I would not wish on anyone. In both cases, the kidney became infected. The second infection almost killed me because it got into my bloodstream. I am so sorry. But yes, these are prices that we pay for decisions that we make for what we put into our body. But you know now. And better late than never, that's always a positive spin, no matter how you put it. 7 people in, 5 likes, thank you very much. Remember, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, hit that subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing, just a half a millisecond. Hit like, share the video, hit the notification bell if you want to be alerted to my videos that I upload. And I will be uploading, like I said, for Vlogmas, I will be uploading a video every single day leading up until Christmas. John, like eating corn on the cob in reference to eating the chicken. Yes, I see the reference you're putting there. I do not eat corn on the cob. I do not eat corn anymore. It used to be my favorite vegetable. Now I won't touch it. But yes, just gnawing down on that chicken. And the fat. Those rotisserie chickens have so much fat inside. Love it. You open that chicken up, and I'm literally taking my fingers and just scooping that cooked fat up and just putting it in my mouth, and it is so savory. Carnivore Cheer, I admire how you stick to carnivore while on the road. Thank you. You know, I'll do all beef hot dogs from the truck stops from time to time. It's a lot better than getting processed food. Because like I said, and Dr. Berry will agree with this, and you can ask him yourself, processed foods when it comes to meats, processed meats like hot dogs, bologna, potted meats, Spam, they're absolutely fine. The nitrates and nitrites that are in there that vegan doctors like not Dr. Michael Greger, as I like to call him, as Bart K likes to call him. And why do we say that? Because yes, he is a medical doctor, but he has not treated one single patient. You can fact check that if you would like. And I don't think he finished his residency, from what I understand. I could be wrong about that, so I'm not going to stand behind that. But yeah, he gives advice out that the nitrates and nitrites that are in processed meats cause cancer. No, you have more nitrates and nitrites in your mouth, in your own saliva, than in that damn hot dog. Carnivore Chair, admire. Yep. Read that one, sorry. Carnivore Chair, Dr. Berry says that processed meats are far better for you than carbs and sugar, and he is 1,000,000% correct. I completely respect Dr. Berry and his work, and I do follow him. I do have the book, Lies My Doctor Told Me, that he wrote. There's a lot of information in here. A lot of information doctors and nutritionists have been given over the decades that has been incorrect. And it comes back to you are responsible for your own health. No one else. Not your doctor, not the government. You. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, as long as we agree. Yes, I know, I get silly sometimes. You should see it when I'm driving down the road talking to myself. Well, there's no one in here. But I come up with some of the best ideas while I'm driving. And then I talk myself through it. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm not going to do, you know. I kind of work out a game plan. And still, 42 minutes in, not one vegan has come in. I'm just waiting for the comment, "You were never vegan," to pop up. You see it so often. Now, I have been on, when I was vegan, I followed a channel on YouTube called Happy Healthy Vegan. And Ryan is the one that runs that. He has a live every, I think it's Friday, if I'm not mistaken. And I popped on a couple times when I was carnivore, tried to debate him a few times. And his moderators for the channel, they will put you in timeout. Even if you're not being disrespectful or disruptive, if you are disagreeing with Ryan, they will put you in timeout. So when he's talking to you, it's like, come on, speak up, Carnivore Werewolf, speak up. You know, you can't, because you can't reply. So it makes it look like I'm running away, but I'm not. And that is one thing I will not do on this channel. I will not put people in timeout. Now, if you are so rude and crude and you're dissing on people and, you know, threatening them or whatever, I'm going to block you from the channel. But as far as a live goes and you got questions or you disagree with me, I'm not going to put you in timeout. Carnivore Cheer, I have always hated corn, and when we lived in Iowa for a few years, that was my dirty little secret. After all, Iowa is where the tall corn grows. Yes. And I'm guilty. Corn, for me, that was my favorite vegetable. Especially as a kid, I could not get enough corn. but I don't eat it anymore. And we should have known when we were younger, when you're pooping out corn, it's like, what is in that makes it so indestructible? It goes right through your system. Yeah, I loved corn carnivore cheer, but I do not eat it anymore. For health reasons. It's going to be cold again tonight. I got an early start in the morning. I think I'll be taking off about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to go pick up that load. It's preloaded, so I just have to go in, get the paperwork, hook up to it, come back here and weigh it, because it's a heavy load, of course. So I'll scale it here, and I'll head off to Tracy, California. And they're going to be long days, full 11-hour days of driving, because I need to have it there at 2:45 in the morning, Thursday morning, which is basically Wednesday night. And I'm in Marshalltown, just outside of Marshalltown, Iowa, right now. Come on, I know you guys have questions. I was really hoping some vegans would come in and start debating or start learning, but maybe not tonight. In the future, I'm sure they will, because I have a few things planned to get the information out there. My goal out here, as y'all know that follow me, I want my fellow brother and sister truck drivers out here to get healthy. That's what I want. I want myself to get healthy, I want them to get healthy, and I want you to get healthy. You don't have to be a truck driver to follow this channel or gain information that I put out there, learn from it. We're all learning every day. Mama Cracker, I cheat with air popped popcorn, half a stick of butter, lots of Parmesan cheese, twice since I became carnivore. No problem with that. It's like Dr. Kilt says, you know, you can do certain things from time to time, but not all the time. Mama Cracker, non-GMO, Jolly Time brand. You know, and I have never been a fan, as much as I loved corn, I have never, ever been a fan of popcorn. From a little kid. Couldn't stand the stuff. I was the weird one. I wanted the hot dog at the movie theater. Remember them movie theater hot dogs? Those things were damn good. Now, I didn't know what I know now, but I would eat it in the bun. Right out of that aluminum foil wrapper thing it comes in. You just push it up a little bit at a time. And I didn't have any condiments on it. I just ate it plain. Those things had so much flavor in them. No. Yeah, I miss those movie theater hot dogs. I have no clue what brand they used, but they were so good. Carnivore Cheer, I have never seen hot dogs at movie theaters. Yep. Every movie theater you go to, you'll find hot dogs even today. Now, if I'm in a movie theater, I would get the hot dog without the bun. Or they come with the bun, I just throw the bun in the garbage. No big deal. You can either... Yep, every movie theater has hot dogs. Hot dogs and popcorn, the two big sellers at movie theaters. But I don't think they're the same hot dogs anymore because they just don't taste the same. You went straight to the popcorn. A lot of people do. If you love popcorn, you're going to go to the popcorn. Yeah, we got 6 people still. All right. Yeah, we're doing good on time. 50 minutes in. 6 people, 6 likes. Thank you very much, everyone. I really appreciate it. That helps with the algorithm. You want to subscribe to this channel. You really do. There's so much coming up. Everyone's going to benefit. We're going to have fun. And I am creating, this is the first time you've heard it here, I am creating the Werewolf Pack. That's right. We are going to be a community. We are the Werewolf Pack. And I'm going to be creating it soon. We're all one tribe, but we're mini packs. The butter they put on movie popcorn is not butter. Yeah, it's not. Wouldn't surprise me if it's melted margarine. I'd look into that. Mama Cracker, you're competing with a couple other lives. Yes, I am. On a Sunday? Who's doing a live on Sunday? Maybe I just didn't see anything. That's a nice thing about these lives, though. You can go back and do the replay. Some people really like doing that. You know, I do with certain channels. I'll go back and watch the replay, even if it's a 2-hour replay. I'll just sit there and enjoy it. Because I'm always learning something, either about health or about the person who runs the channel. Question, Carnivore Cheer. Do you typically eat 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day, or does it depend on your schedule? Oftentimes it does depend on my schedule, but on average, I eat twice a day. 2 meals a day. My biggest one being the latter meal. Like when I'm done with this live, I'm going over to the casino and I am doing the shrimp buffet. I've been told it's really good, and I'm going to go test that theory. Speaking of theory, yeah, we'll talk about that another time. The ketone theory. Something I've been working on. But we'll get to that another time. Yum. Yep. Like I said, they've been telling me over here that you've got to try the buffet here. You've got to try it. And you're in luck because tonight they are doing the shrimp buffet. I guess shrimp from all over the different parts of the world, different ways of cooking, you know? It's like, who can say no to shrimp? I have learned a ton from my fellow carnivores by watching their videos. 2KK has a premiere going. Oh, okay. 2 Crazy Ketos. I didn't know they were doing one on a Sunday. Oh, it's pre-recorded. Okay. I can go back and watch that. Like I said, I love the live feature on these because you can go back and do the replay. It's like, yeah, I couldn't make it in person today, but I heard everything you said, and then I can talk about it later with them. And they'll know that I watched the video. I would love to do another interview with Joe and Rachel from 2 Crazy Ketos. Give them some updates since our last interview. Carnivore Chair, I have never liked shrimp, but I do love salmon, haddock, and trout. Awesome. I love all of those. And salmon's really good for you, especially if you can find a place that does it with the skin on. There's one buffet I eat at in Wyoming, Michigan, and they leave the skin on the salmon and bake it, and oh my God, it is so good. Yes, I eat fish skin. If it's cooked right. That's the whole game to it. You've got to cook these things right for them to be delicious and easily digestible. Vicky Martin loves shrimp, salmon, crab legs, lobster. Yes, yes, yes. Love all of the above. If I can find myself a good seafood buffet, I am in seventh heaven. Let me tell you. I go to town on those buffets. Because I'm only putting things in my body that I want and that are healthy. I'm not putting all the other crap, all the carbs, the sugars. No, not doing it. I choose what goes in my body. Get a hold of Dave at No Carb Life. He would love to interview you. Yes, I'm going to send him an email. I saw his request for people that would like to be interviewed by him, and I just haven't sent him the email yet. But yeah, I like Dave. I watch his videos. He's a good guy. Get a hold of me. Yep. No Carb Life. Hey guys, if you're not subscribed to No Carb Life, go subscribe to his channel. Great content. Great content. Same thing with 2 Crazy Ketos. 2KK, Joe and Rachel, you want to subscribe to their channel if you're already not. I have a feeling most of you are, but just throwing that out there. Mama Cracker, I don't know that he's ever interviewed an ex-vegan. I think he has. I could be wrong. I think he has, though, a couple of them. But, yeah. I'd love to do an interview with him. Now, he lives over in Japan, I recall, if I recall right. So time-wise, we could still make it work. Yeah. Dave interviewed me. He has a great channel. I subscribe. Awesome, Carnivore Chair. Yes. And I'm going to watch that interview. I have not gotten to it yet. But I'm going to. Mama Cracker. I'd like to see it. Yes, Dave lives in Japan. Yep. Now let me see. It's getting dark here, so let me see if I can illuminate the situation. No, not that one. A little better, I guess. We're gonna have to go with that. Because I don't have one of them rings yet. I almost picked one up at Walmart the other day. Those light rings, the LED light rings. Now I do have a new tripod that has them, but it takes a bit to set up, and I'm not going to do that. Yes, that's my Instant Pot you see in the background up there. I just sing badly on my videos. You sing badly? Yeah, I know. That's something people have asked me to do too. They're like, I used to sing. They're like, well, why don't you sing on your channel? Who knows? Maybe you'll get a surprise one of these days. Just depends. One of my all-time favorite ways to sing is karaoke, or karaoke, as some people will correct me. It's not karaoke. Okay. I still enjoy it. Haven't done it for many years, but yep. I'd take that microphone and People would be out on the dance floor just going at it, having a blast. Pardon me. Let's see, we got 6 people in. You know, I really do appreciate you guys stopping by, spending some time here. Please, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask. Any question. I don't care what it is. I'm an open book. I have no secrets to hide. Well, okay, we won't go back way back decades, but I used to be a different person. La-di-da-di-da. Yep, that's an Instant Pot, like I said. I haven't had it down for the longest time since I got into this truck. I have to make something again. Oh, my breakfast this morning was quite good. And it didn't take that long to cook in the skillet. I did 5 eggs, 2 Polish sausage dogs, seasoned with Redmond's real salt, and a little bit of Old Bay seasoning. Used a little sugar-free ketchup, and it was cooked in butter. Loved it. I ate the whole thing. All of it. Carnivore Cheer, question about how many days out of the year are you on the road? Approximately 300. That's why I say this truck is my home. I go home to visit my wife and my dog, but as far as home goes, this truck is my home. I am a nomad. I have a nomadic life, and I like it. Mama Cracker, holy smokes. Yep. No, we got to keep this product moving across the country, you know, got to get this meat, and I do deliver meat and produce mainly. Mainly meat. Yeah, I'm glad I got that shower in before this live. My hair was all messy. And you guys got to see me wake up yesterday. I so did not want to get out of bed. I was so warm and toasty, and it was so cold out. But you just got to push on. You just got to do what you got to do. Mama Cracker truckers are our lifeline in the USA. Yes, we are. I appreciate you for realizing that. Thank you. Without trucks, America stops. Without us truckers, America stops. Nothing gets delivered to the stores. Food, fuel, medicines, anything. You can't buy it if it can't get to the store. So we do sacrifice our time out here. And our lives every day. The way some of these people drive out here. Crazy at times. 1 hour, 4 minutes in, still no vegans. Granted, I only gave 1 day notice for this live because I wasn't sure if I was going to be doing a 34 or not, a restart on my hours. Once I knew I was, that's when I put the notification up yesterday. Carnivore Cheer, we take you truckers for granted, but I appreciate what all of you do. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Carnivore Cheer. I appreciate that. Mama Cracker, what do you listen to while driving? Oftentimes it's YouTube. I'll find a good video to watch or listen to, like Dr. Ken Berry and when he does his lives, if I can't watch it, I'll do a replay and load it. And then I have the YouTube Premium, so I can shut off the screen while I'm driving and I can listen to it like a podcast. But yes, YouTube, the majority is what I listen to. Lately I have been listening to Christmas music as well. If I'm in an area where a station is playing it, I'll stop YouTube for a bit and listen to that. .37 degrees. Not too bad actually. Not bad at all. It was supposed to snow here last night for about 2 or 3 hours, and it never did. So that's a plus. I am really praying and hoping this El Nino winter this year is going to give us a very mild winter down here in the 48. I really hope that's the case. I love looking at snow. It's beautiful to look at on the sides of the road, up in the mountains and all that, but driving in it, especially the way some drivers drive, it's risky. Now that is a question I have had before. Do I chain up if it gets bad enough? No. I have not chained up since after my second year as a truck driver. I've been driving trucks for 18 years now. The first 2 years, I chained up. After that, I started listening to the old timers and came to the conclusion myself, the same one they have, is if it is too bad and they are requiring chains, that truck doesn't need to be on the road. I tend to agree with that. I'm the captain of this ship. It doesn't move unless I feel it's safe. So I will wait a storm out. Or at least until they reopen the road and don't require chains after the crews have, plowed the roads and gotten it open again. Still no vegans present. Yeah, I also used to, when I was talking about oxalates being put in my body, I used to eat a lot of baby spinach, in the smoothies, those fruit smoothies you had a day, once or twice every day as a vegan. Big regret. If I could go back in time, like if I could get a hold of the doctor, Doctor Who, I'm Whovian, love Doctor Who. And I could go back in time in the TARDIS and not become vegan for 7 years. In a heartbeat, I would do that. Mama Cracker, because they know that you know the truth. And yes, like I said, I do eat nuts again, just a few here and there, not even a handful, like maybe 2, 3, 4 nuts, and that's it. On occasion, not all the time. I used to not do it because, I was told, well, if you have diverticulosis, you don't want to eat nuts or seeds or popcorn. And like I said, that's not true. Dr. Ken Berry has an entire section in his book, Lies My Doctor Told Me, about diverticulitis and diverticulosis and the falsehood of saying that eating seeds, nuts, and popcorn will give you a flare-up. They don't. In fact, they help you not have flare-ups. We're 8 and 8. Still no vegans. Oh, I can't wait to show you guys my new t-shirt design for World Carnivore Month. You never got into Doctor Who. Let's see. Cracker, Doctor. A Whovian. You're a sci-fi fan? Cool. Never got into Doctor Who. I highly recommend Doctor Who. Can't recommend it enough. It's a great sci-fi series. Carnivore Cheers. Spinach is supposed to be one of the highest oxalate foods for all, but Popeye never seemed to have kidney stones. Yeah, they never told us the truth back then. Back when we were kids. Back in easier times when we didn't have to worry about anything except what to watch on TV or who we were going to go play with or what game we were going to play. Or what was for dinner. What's mom making. Or dad. Are we going out? It's Friday. When I was growing up, Fridays were our night out. It was my mom. My mom was a public school teacher. Taught kindergarten most of her life. First grade and kindergarten. Mostly kindergarten. But at the end of the work week, she was tired. Didn't want to come home and cook. And I totally understand that. So Fridays would be going out to dinner night. And we would go to, there was a place in Portland called Pizza Baron. We'd go there for pizza. Or we'd go to Sailor's Country Kitchen for steaks. We do sirloins for burgers. It just depended. Then later on we started doing Elmer's. So that was the extent of my eating out when I was a kid. It was Fridays. Every Friday was eating out night. Vicky Martin. The Brits have a strange sense of humor. I like Star Trek myself. Me too. I'm a Trekkie. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's something else I like watching on YouTube too, is I watch these reaction videos to millennials first time watching Star Trek, or the original series, or the Star Trek movies, or Star Trek The Next Generation. And it's awesome seeing them brought into the Star Trek universe and how much they enjoy it. That's always fun to watch. Do you read sci-fi? Not much, no. I used to read a lot when I was younger, especially when I was a teenager, but not much anymore. I read, these kind of books. Once in a blue moon, I'll pick up a novel to read if it looks interesting. Now, with Harry Potter, yes, I'm a Harry Potter fan. With Harry Potter, I read the first book, then the second book, and the third book. And then after that, I just watched the movies. Yes, Mama Cracker, reactions to music and old TV shows, that is fun to watch. Absolutely. Especially if someone has seen it is watching it for the first time in their life, and they have no clue about what it's about. Mm-hmm. Me too, with Harry Potter. Awesome. Yeah, I'm very pleased with Warner Brothers in the Harry Potter movies. They did really, really well making those. A lot of fun for kids of all ages. That's another one too. Speaking of kids of all ages, The Wizard of Oz. Watching millennials especially watch The Wizard of Oz for the first time, and they're just mesmerized. Just like a little kid. It's a beautiful thing to watch. hour, 15 minutes in, no vegans still. I think one of these days I need to invite one of these vegan YouTubers on to have a debate, if they'll do it. A lot of them won't. Carnivore Cheer, we didn't eat out much when I was growing up. Mom made egg salad sandwiches for our lunch boxes. Yep, had plenty of those. So I never ate the school lunches. I think I had a healthier lunch than the school lunches. Yep, I ate a lot of sandwiches packed in a lunchbox, usually a theme of some kind for the lunchbox. Scooby-Doo, Batman, Star Wars, whatever. And, but it's funny when you mention school lunches. When I was in grade school, 1 through 6, the cafeteria there had really good food, in my opinion, as a kid. I couldn't get enough. I'd go back for seconds and thirds. The cook there must have thought my mom didn't feed me, because I was always eating and eating and eating. And one of my favorite things to eat there that they made was those rectangle pizzas and the wiener wraps. They made these giant fresh wiener wraps with fresh dough made and everything for the wiener wrap part of it. Oh my God. Those things were amazing. Mama Cracker, yes, I was surprised Harry Potter didn't come out corny. Me too. I think they did really good. Vicky Martin, Wizard of Oz was 1939 before World War II. It was. And the look on my face when I found out that, some people don't know this, but this is a fact you can look up about the Wizard of Oz and their special effects. The tornado was used by, it was a big giant roll of carpeting. It's just amazing the way they made it look like a tornado. Carnivore Cheer, Mike the Vegan is a frequent YouTuber. Yes, Mike the Vegan. Mike the Vegan. He is one I would debate. He probably wouldn't like what I have to say, though. One of the things I don't like about him is, and it's unfortunate, it's very tragic and sad, but they lost their baby. Their baby's heart, from what I understand, had a hole in it, didn't develop all the way. And in my opinion, in different doctors' opinions, I believe, that baby did not have the proper nutrition it needed from the mother and father. Both, especially the mother, they were vegan. So they were not giving the meat that that baby needed to develop that heart fully. That's one thing we are discovering is these vegan kids, they are nutrient deficient. They are having health problems. And it's just very sad. But Mike the Vegan, he likes to bash on carnivores. He likes to bash anyone that's not vegan, even if his information is incorrect. And he is corrected numerous times, especially by Bart K. And he should be corrected numerous times, because you should not put false information out. Carnivore Cheer, schools used to make their own lunches on site. Yes, they did. Now they use prepackaged foods like Lunchables. Yes, and that is tragic and horrible for the children. Carnivore Cheer, I was sad to hear that Mike's daughter had died also. Yes, that it is a tragedy. Now they won't, of course, acknowledge that that's probably the reason why that happened, because then they'd have to be questioning their own lifestyle of veganism. When you eat according to a philosophy, Not only are you putting your own life in danger, if you're planning on having kids, you're not giving them a fighting chance. They are not getting the nutrition that they need. Mama Cracker, I was born with 2 holes in my heart. One grew over. My heart goes swish boom and not boom boom. Well, I'm assuming since one grew over that you had meat in your diet, or your parents did, so that was able to at least form and make it doable for your heart. Mitral valve prolapse. Wow. I can't even comment on that because I do not know too much about it. I'm sorry. But you're here and kicking. That's a plus. I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
A ventriloquist, I am not. Silly, I am. Well, if you remember, my dad ate turtle soup, right? So, turtle, meat, yeah, you're right. You're right. Meat makes a huge difference when it comes to the development of a child. The next one, child, I'm a little concerned about is Alicia Silverstone's son. I think he's developing ADHD. I think he's going to have a challenge later in life, but it is what it is. See, people go vegan and their health problems do improve because they're cutting out the highly processed foods and they're eating real whole foods, one ingredient items. Yes, then they go and start switching over to the vegan junk food out there like Impossible Burgers and Beyond Meat products. Now, I will say this. I ate a lot of Beyond Meat products, especially their, Gardein products. Their fish. To me, tasted like real fish. And they were easy to cook, good protein, but I didn't realize all the crap that's in them. You go read the back of one of them boxes or packages, when you got a paragraph of ingredients to read, you're probably not eating something you should be eating. And if there's numbers in those ingredients, developed in a lab. Look at Ireland. They banned lab-grown meat. Applause for them. We had meat until my mom started working in the 70s. Then we switched to convenience. Yes. And convenience has made these companies billions and billions of dollars. It's like, oh, we'll make it easier on the parents. We know they're busy. We'll just give them something they can slap in the microwave or the oven real quick and serve it up to their kids. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But not healthy. Beyond Meat stock has tanked because their sales have taken a dive. The list of ingredients is frightening. It is, and I am very pleased that Beyond Meat stock is tanking. They've had to lay off a lot of people. Again, eating according to a philosophy is a recipe for disaster. Whether it's you as the human who's consuming it, or the company that is losing money because they're producing it. And people are getting educated. Educated daily. Boy, I was so angry when I found out about researchers like Ansel Keys and others that falsified data when they were paid off by the sugar industry to incorrectly show that cholesterol and fat were the leading cause of heart disease. They lied. They also cherry-picked their research. Yay, Ireland, that's right. Yeah, I would not trust anything grown in a lab. Lab-grown meat, for one, you don't know what they're putting in it. They could put anything in there because it's grown in the lab. No, thank you. No, thank you. Some vegans argue, oh, well, there you go. You can eat your meat if it's grown in a lab. Then you're not killing all these animals. I won't eat anything grown in a lab. My health means more to me than that. Soylent Green, yes. Makes you wonder, huh? Charlton Heston had the right idea. Carnivore Cheer, the whole history with Ansel Keys caused so much harm all these years. Yes, it has. So many people have paid the ultimate price because of it. And a lot of people are paying the price now. It's hopefully not the ultimate price. They are reversing their conditions. Carnivore, or any kind of ketogenic diet and way of eating, is going to reverse medical conditions in the majority of people. For me, carnivore is what I am probably 90% of the time. Otherwise, I'm ketovore or keto, but mostly carnivore. One hour, 27 minutes in, still no vegans. Come out, wherever you are. We promise not to bash you. If you're sitting there just watching, I'm not going to bash you. I'll debate you. I'll educate you. I'll answer your honest questions. Yeah, Ansel Keys. It got dark fast. It got really dark. And it's only 5:30. Oh well. Hey, if y'all haven't tried that Dr. Squatch soap, that Squatch soap, it's good stuff. Used it for the first time today. On my body and my hair. Only thing I wish is they would have had more water pressure here. But I made it work. It works. Does anyone have any ideas what kind of videos you'd like to see? Vicky Martin, I am grateful for YouTube and the learning I have been doing with my diet. Awesome. We learn every day. We are a community, and we do try and help each other. Oh, I can't wait till you guys see that new t-shirt design. I was so proud of myself today. It's like, you outdid yourself, Dave. I'm tooting my own horn, okay? I got my Christmas shirt up. I got the World Carnivore Month shirt coming out shortly. All in time. think I'm gonna go on personal conveyance when I'm done with this live and drive over to the casino. It's about a mile walk, but it's really cold outside. I could use the exercise. Like I said, it's really cold. Then I gotta walk all the way back too. And there's a chance I might get some precipitation. So, I don't know if I'm up for that. Luckily, they let us park over there, the trucks. Go inside the casino, eat or gamble or whatever we're gonna do. So really, guys, are there any videos that you would like to see me make? Mama Cracker, I gotta run, take care of those vegans. I will if they show up. Great seeing you, and I hope to see you in another live soon. Have a great night. Carnivore Cheer question. Did you take art classes in school? I can't draw to save my life. I just took basic art classes in high school and middle school. I do most of my creation. I do digital art. I'm a digital creator. Technology these days has made it so much easier. But I do come up with some pretty good stuff. You'll see some of my work on another channel here shortly. Yes, one of the big channels. But yes, I am looking for video ideas of what you guys would like to see. I do have more videos I'm going to be making about daily life out here as a truck driver, carnivore truck driver. It does take me a little while to get these together. Plus it also depends on the signal, the mobile data signal that I have wherever I'm at, as to how long it takes to upload a video or edit a video. Come on, you guys have no idea of what you'd like to see in a video? I'm up to making just about anything. I'm getting better at it. At least I think I am. And yes, I am going to have more videos about how I order carnivore at different popular restaurants. Carnivore Cheer. I would like to hear about how other truckers are responding to your carnivore message. Positively, for the most part. I don't think I've met any driver that's reacted negatively. And oh, there it is. My friend Steve Sims, who wrote No Brainer Carnivore, he sent me a bunch of them to pass out to drivers as I see fit. So if I'm talking with a driver about carnivore and they're real interested, I'll give them a copy. Just did that the other day, actually. One of our drivers from the company I work for, we were over at Iowa 80, and we were talking about food and whatnot. And he was a smoker, and I was telling him about how carnivore can help him quit smoking. And at least that's what a lot of people are reporting. So you lose those cravings, get rid of those carbs and sugar, you're going to lose those cravings for that nicotine for some reason. Maybe because it's a plant, I don't know. Loving It on Keto will take us with them to the store. Ah, yes. I watched Loving It on Keto. In fact, I met them at KetoCon this year in Austin, Texas. Great people. Great people. TY, love the Vlogmas and the day in your life. Thank you, I appreciate that. I really do. Cat Diamond, hi from Northern California. Well, hello. I'll be in California Thursday, down in Tracy. That's another thing I'm going to start doing. I'm working on the logistics of it, but I'm going to try and start meeting you guys out here on the road. If I'm going to be in an area where someone lives, and they express an interest in wanting to meet up, I got no problem with it. They can come out to a truck stop where I'm going to be. You know, I'll just see if I can make it work. You're near Sacramento? I go through Sacramento quite a bit. Carnivore Cheer, and I'm in San Jose. I'm over by San Jose quite a bit. It's on my way down to San Juan Bautista. Okay, we're at 8 people, 10 likes. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. If you are new here, welcome. I am Dave, Carnivore Werewolf. If you are not new here, thanks for continuing to watch. And no matter what, if you're new here or not, please subscribe to this channel. You will not regret it. I like the idea of meetups. Yes. I have not been to an official meetup yet. I plan on trying to make that work as well. Find one in an area I'm going to be and see if I can make it work. I do plan my initial plans right now for Hack Your Health by KetoCon for next year. My initial plans are I am going to be there. We'll see how that works. I was supposed to be at Ketopalooza, but the company I was working for over 5 years, as many of you know, closed its doors on us without notice and didn't pay us until a month later. But I had to cancel going to Ketopalooza this year, which I really regret. I was really looking forward to meeting a bunch of y'all, but and then seeing Joe and Rachel again, that would have been nice. But next year, I'm going to Ketopalooza, and I more than likely will be at Hack Your Health by KetoCon in Austin, Texas. Vicky Martin, how many hours are you needing for monetary? I don't know. It's possible I might have reached it because I go to check to see what the status is, how many more I need. It doesn't allow me to do that anymore. I had to read an agreement. I agreed to it. Now I got to set up a AdSense account. So it's possible the account might be monetized or real close to it now. Vicky Martin, I will be going to Ketopalooza. Then I will see you there next year. That's a guarantee. Cat Diamond, one of these days I will go to one of these events. They never have those out here. No, they don't seem to. I do know they have, once in a while, they do have meetups out there. But events, generally not. And now, I don't know if I can do this or not, if I can make it work, but I guess in 2025, the low-carb cruise is going out of Seattle for an Alaska cruise. I'm going to see if I can get on that one, since I live in Oregon. One hour, 39 minutes. Still no vegans have shown their heads. And I even put this video out there as a Ask a 7-year ex-vegan any question, anything. I figured I would have had some vegans pop in. Carnivore Cheer, question, where is Ketopalooza being held in 2024? I believe it's being held in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Galt House Hotel like it was this year. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's where it's going to be. You never know, though. Plans change, so locations change. You're still losing weight, or are you in maintenance? Still losing weight. Yep, Louisville, Kentucky. Awesome. And I even had a hotel room at the Galt House Hotel. Can you believe that? Somebody lucked out, though, when I had to give it back. So, somebody got it. One of the people I'm really looking forward to meeting at Hack Your Health by KetoCon is Courtney Luna. Really looking forward to meeting her. She seems like a pretty cool person. And her recipes look absolutely amazing, don't they? One of the things I'm going to try on the truck here, because I do burgers a lot on the truck. I just came across Maria Emmerich's recipe for making hamburger buns that are keto, and you can make them in the microwave. So I'm going to have to try that at least once. They look so good. And all you need is a small cereal bowl to make them, a microwavable one. Hour, 42 minutes, still no vegans. Show your heads, rear your heads, pop them out. We're not gonna bash you, I promise. Yep, looking at this little guy reminded me. Who likes Elf? The movie Elf, you know, for Christmas time? Will Ferrell. That's one of my favorites. And of course, Christmas Vacation. And yes, controversy abounds, but I'm going to say Die Hard is a Christmas movie. They're out trying to grow something in the snow. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Nah, the majority of them get their food from the grocery store, just like anyone else. So I just say pshaw when they say, oh, I have no murder on my plate, nothing had to die for my food. Bullshit. More animals die in the cultivation of crops than for the slaughter of animals for food. Carnivore Cheer, I have to sign off now. Great live chat, Dave. Wishing you safe travels. Thank you so much, Carnivore Cheer. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I am, I think, going to draw this live to a conclusion. We'll say within the next 5 minutes. If you have any questions, throw them out there, because I need to go eat this buffet. Mickey Martin, sugar is vegan. It is. It's not healthy. Then again, vegan's not healthy either. Cat Diamond, I had a vegetarian coworker and she was obese. Yep, sugar will do that. Tons of carbs will do that. Because we all know carbs turn into sugar. All carbs turn into sugar. And bread. That's the hardest thing I've had, is getting off of bread. Because even now, once in a while, once in a blue moon, I'll eat a sandwich, or like a bologna sandwich or something. Not very often, but it seems to work okay for my system. I know there's more sugar being put in than I want, but I'm working on getting away from that. I really want to try this recipe of Maria Emmerich's for the hamburger buns. I think that would be a really good way to do it. But now when I say I have a sandwich, I mean like maybe once a month, once every 2 months, you know. We're not talking all the time. I love baking bread and sourdough, and it has been tough. Yep. It's tough. Okay, any more questions? Because we are going to bring this to a close. I appreciate all of you. Y'all are amazing. Thank you for stopping in for my live. We'll do another one soon. Don't know when. Soon. I try and give as much notice as I can. But a lot of it has to do with signal, mobile data signal, and the area I'm going to be in. So if I'm going to be somewhere where I know the signal's bad, I'm not going to plan a live. Enjoyed the live stream. See you later. Thanks, Vicky. All right, I'm going to sign off here. Y'all have a great night. We're going to continue Vlogmas. I'll upload that video for tonight. So it'll be up later tonight. And Vlogmas Day 4 will be here tomorrow. Good night, y'all.